Welcome back to the One Planet Challenge. This may be the last episode. This may be the last episode. It's exciting times, of course. We are currently waiting for the vote to get through.
By to commence offensive operations.
Oh boy. Weapons. Weapons 3, baby. Let's do this. I'm sure that a lot of people are like, ASpec, why are you being so mean against these poor Xenos? They are Xenos. That's why. This is the reason why we do things. The one above all, as the name implies, is in fact the one above all. There you go. I was pointing at somebody at the room and they were supposed to respond, but they didn't, so that's a bit of a disappointment. Yeah, I sure you didn't. Okay. Like, the only thing that could really bone me right now would be uprising from my vassals. Like, that would be literally be the worst. They are pathetic, but they are disloyal, and that's a problem. These guys are disloyal to the point. 63, though. We can bribe them. It's a submission. Want some Garganthia ore? Yeah, I'll give it for you for 30 years. Yeah, I'll give you some food as well. You don't want to grow? Alright. How about some minerales? There you go. Yeah, I'll give you guys the same deal as I got from the other guys. Here. 30 minerals a month. That should be enough. There we go.
Reports a new breakthrough.
Okay, leader lifespan. Let's increase that stuff. And weapon damage, plus 5%. Sweet. I have no idea where the enemy fleet is, by the way. They're probably floating around somewhere, being a pain in the ass. Actually, they're over here. They have a whole 25,000 fleet power. That's staggering. Wow, is this it? Is this your glorious defensive force? Alright. I like how we're at -0 war score right now because of a bunch of space battles. Okay. It doesn't matter. Oh, nice missile. Oh, are you serious? Are they running missiles on everything? Because as you can see, it's kind of like we're attacking a grass Pokemon with a fire Pokemon, and as that may imply, it's super effective. Where is the enemy fleet? Okay, so what kind of ships do you have? Plasma, whirlwind missiles, a lot of plasma, funnily enough. How about your cruisers? Is it just cruisers? It's just cruisers. Oh, there's a battleship. It's a combination of plasma, so they're heavy anti-armor. Not that we can't handle that. I like how the nation of Chunchuktia Lucana has joined us in the siege of this planet. We got more enough energy in orbit to literally turn the surface of this place into a molten mess.
All sword ground elements are dropping on target. Sword 1 Actual reports all ground objectives secured.
Sword 1 Actual. Interesting. Cool. Alright, so where is this enemy fleet arena? Well, I'm sure we'll find out sooner or later. There's no FTL traps here anywhere. These are all former worlds from the Reavers. Or Ravages. Ah, there you are. Attack Swarm. Attacking my Stellar Rectrix. Fascinating. Yeah, let's engage them. We should be able to knock them on their ass quite easily here.
Reports a new breakthrough.
As we get more energy credits, let's get some more shield hit points. Oh, look, it's the missiles. Let's see how far they get. Not very far so far. No, not really. Oh, there's some plasma. It's going for my battleship. It's misses. Okay, fair enough. Guess we have a little bit too much evasions, but their missiles are nice, I guess. They make the sky look pretty. It does not really hit anything because our flak is just ridiculous. Let's see if our own missiles can hit those. Wow, they are shitting out quite a lot of missiles now, though. It's starting to get a little bit worrying. But we have so much point defense. On paper, it shouldn't cause too many problems. And for the moment, it's just our allies losing ships. So, is there battleship shooting missiles? Alright, that's an interesting choice. Still, though, it does look pretty good, not gonna lie. But as soon as my fighter craft get in range of their battleships, they are complete and total toast. Considering they do 200% damage to shields, so there's that. But after this episode, well, as soon as this war is done, I will probably have won the game. Which you have just lost. Oh, they jumped out, those cheeky buggers. We lost 2 cruisers, they lost 2 battleships, 9 corvettes, 3 escorts. What the hell is an escort? And 1 destroyer. No cruisers lost, though. I consider that a win. Let's go over here. They expanded into this system that had the thingy in it. And by thingy, I mean the enigmatic fortress. I like how all the fighter craft are desperately trying to get into the ship before we jump the hell out of there. There's the rest of the Allied fleet. You guys still running hyperdrives? Yes, you are. You dumbasses. The hyperdrive 2. Is this hyperdrive 2? No, it's hyperdrive 3. Okay. And these guys, hyperdrive 2 on them. They are so far behind. It's actually kind of sad how far behind they are. The core, planet summary, capacity overload. Just get a little bit more energy in there. Okay. Yeah, they use a weird mix of missile tech, and which is completely knocking them on their ass. Like there's literally nothing they can do. All right. Was the remainder of the enemy fleet like 2 battleships that jumped in or something? I guess. But this should be an easy plan to take anyway. So let's just land the armies and be done with. Yeah, they just have 4 garrison units and that's it. That's yeah.
Ground forces are dropping on target.
I love this. I love this voice. This voice is great.
Ground objectives secured.
Excellent. Let's get this party underway. We never took this planet for some reason. I'm trying to figure out what happened there. Also, these corvettes. Do you actually have jump drives? Yes, you do. Also, devastator torpedoes, which is always nice. We can fill up our fleet a little bit more. I think we can. We'll probably finish the series with like 80,000 fleet power, which for 23-26 is not half bad. Especially considering the amount of vassals that we have. How much war score do we want? It's like 99. Yeah. Wow. And if they lose, then destroy a bunch of outposts, I guess. Oh no, it's their something. Oh look, it's a colony ship. There's something you don't see every day. All right, let's speed up this process. Let's pray that none of my vassals decide that this is a good time to rise up. Overall, it's fairly positive. Even the Regarian Hive likes us. The Holfir are not too impressed, and also the Queptilium stars.
Science Division report success.
It's to be expected. Lifespan by 5%. Army health. Let's do it. Okay, let's invade the planet. Be done with it. Let's get some more experience on our general, even though he's stubborn. Oh no, he's charismatic and a defender.
Elements are dropping on target.
Wow, that's a lot of troops who are dropping onto that planet. That's hilarious. Okay, that's the smaller attack swarm. We could just strike straight at their capital worlds. There's like a lot of small worlds going on down back in here, but then again, we kind of want to go for the war goals instead. I actually have no idea what the war goals are right now. All I'm doing is just bombing planets from orbit until we have won, basically. Like, whoever gets all the planets, which is one of my vassals, they're going to get a weird cavalcade of bullshit going on in terms of the territory they're taking. Like, we own all of this. This big donut shaped thing over here, the half donut. Yeah, that's us. The red rainbow, as I like to call it. Just like that. Well, that's not entirely correct, but you get the general idea. Good thing I got a cup of tea as well.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
A new breakthrough. Kinetic weapon damage is up. Invest in those new kinetic weapon damage memes. What do we got here? Did they go through like a period of rapid expansion or something? It doesn't look like that's the case. Like now, that basically means they're super stretched out. What's going on? A bunch of pops. Nothing too crazy, but this should be over really quickly here. How's my
message traffic?
What do you want? Bobby Star Regime wants a. Yeah, sure. You can have a. You can move around. Something Brexit. I don't know.
Ground objective secure.
Perfect. Excellent. So that's another one down. Where are the other targets? We're 30% war score already. That's pretty staggering. I'm going to jump into this system, and I'll tell you why. There's 2 planets in here, and B, we don't need to slow boat all the way across the system due to the fact that they so kindly have built an FTL trap right next to the planet. So it's going to bounce right in there. Man, that's a lot of resources we're getting here. 102. We're 38 months away from protection rackets, and we get more shield hit points. Let's research disruptors. I know that I've done nothing in terms of plasma. You want migration agreement? That's fine. Let's just get these armies on the ground. Actually, let's split up the fleet here. Yeah, this shouldn't be particularly difficult.
Science Division report success.
Okay, proton torpedoes. And my scientist is leveled. Why are you not bombing? Oh god, they got slaves? Oh man, we can't have that. We're egalitarians.
Forces are dropping on target.
Freedom and justice for all, as long as it's underneath the
Ground objective
umbrella of the one above all. That's how that works, right? It does where I come from. Let's continuously bomb this stuff. Isn't it neat? Still, oh, hello. They don't have anything. They don't have anything to defend themselves with. In all honesty, at this point, I may as well just set
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Set my fleet to unfollow so that my other dudes just attack stuff wherever necessary. Synthetic leaders is good. Where are you going? Attacking, yeah. So we no longer need the fleets to merge with mine as much as they have been, so they can just.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Okay, what do we got now? Proton torpedoes. Neutron torpedoes. And the cool thing is, the cool thing about neutron torpedoes is they are effectively considered to be energy weapons rather than missile weapons, which kind of it kind of makes the whole situation a little bit awkward. Because they are counted in a different way, and because of the way the naming works, it's not particularly clear, but whatever. Leader lifespan. What do you want? You want a research agreement? And will give us resources for it. Sure. You can have a research agreement. I'm so far ahead of the pack, it does not matter if I give them a research agreement or not. Besides, they're my allies. They have been from like halfway through the game. I am really not all that worried. Besides, all the allied fleets are just bouncing around right now and kicking ass, taking names, the usual stuff. Invading planets where necessary. This planet is no longer... Okay. Cede Garfok to the Queptilian Imperium. Okay. Is Is that not an option? Okay. I guess. That's not very nice. Oh yeah, I should probably do something about this invasion here. What do we got on the surface? Slave processing facilities. But I also have Paradise Domes, so I guess they went with all the cool stuff.
Ground objectives secured.
And we move on. Let's go to Unar. Is there an FTL trap in here? No, there's not. There is in here, though. Therefore, we're going to go and attack. Because we're lazy and we don't want to slow boat all the way across the system. Neutron torpedoes are finally here. Let's get some more energy credits. We're now at the 6th version of this. And it only takes 24 months to get it, which is hilarious.
Engaging enemy station.
Oh no, engaging the enemy station that can literally do no damage to us whatsoever. Each one of these ships are just getting ridiculously strong. Yeah, we can just go straight for the invasion here. That's not an issue. Oh, single battleship is trying to join the fleet. Just slow boating across the system, that's fine.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Synthetic leaders, nice. Armor, yes. How much iteration are we on? Only 3? Okay. These we're basically now on all the repeatable techs. So whatever technology we do now, we're just going to give us 5% bonuses to everything.
Ground objective secured.
Which basically makes every single one of our forces hilariously overpowered. And we'll be cutting through pretty much everybody relatively quickly. What a sheer curiosity. They're only superior in technology now. Fascinating. We could just add the Guardians to our pool of stuff. Okay.
Inbound message traffic.
What do you want? Research agreements for... No, you're my vassal. You're not getting a research agreement. Maybe if I integrate you someday, which is not going to happen anyway, because the one above all is only 1. Excellent. Get those boys down on the ground.
Elements are dropping on target. Ground objective secured.
Okay, good. Next one. Again, like I've said this many times, but I will repeat myself ad infinitum. All these FTL traps next to your planets, definitely not a good idea. Sure, there's a station there that helps a little bit, but in this particular scenario, not particularly great. Especially if you have something as weak as this. Let's get these boys on the ground. It's slightly larger force in this case. Which means we'll wait a little bit longer. Our army health is still so-so. Even though the army damage is plus 25%. And let's get them on there.
Ground forces are dropping on target.
Let's upgrade our corvettes to use neutron torpedoes instead. Actually, we're going to stay on Devastators for now. If the Unbidden show up, we'll swap towards neutrons because those things devastate pretty much everything involving them. Why do I think the Unbidden are going to show up? Because I have jump drive, and that's literally the only reason why I think that's going to be the case. You guys are bombing. You guys are attacking. That's 74% war score. I think we need like 3 more planets. And I'm only going to take planets that have... How many jumps is this? Just a 1? Okay. I'm going to take planets that... what is this? Regarian Hive. Interesting. I'm only going to take planets that have FTL traps on them because they are easy to kill. And it's nice and quick. Like these guys, for instance. Tiny army. By the time we're across the system, they should be nuked to the ground.
Ground forces are dropping on target. Sword 1 Actual reports all ground objectives secured.
I like how they are only on the ground for maybe a minute, and then it's just like, yo, what up? 81% war score. We could go for the capital, maybe. Maybe. Again, I'm only interested in those systems with FTL traps in them. What's this? Oh, I am the leader of the Alliance. Okay. That means that the glorious Federal Armada is now in my hands. Which means they're going to make a straight run straight for the capital. I like how their leader cap has now been increased. So, there is the fleets. How big is this planet? This planet looks a little bit beefier. Yeah, this one may take a little bit longer. We're maxed out on influence. Okay. Armor +5. Robot modification points. Don't really need it. Hull points, though, is nice. What am I going to do with all this influence? Like, I guess I can enable, like, a thing. A Grand Fleet, maybe. May as well. Here. More fleet power. And then I'll just go to the core and do propaganda broadcasts. As well as re-education campaigns. Yeah, this will be enough. Well, you're not bombing. Okay, fleet is looking good.
Recon pass completed.
Wow,
Science
10k.
Reports a new breakthrough.
I like how my stations are now literally indestructible. 10k fleet power per station. It's only going to get more, considering their percentage increases. Good, let's get protection rackets. And now we are ready for the next stage in our ascension. I really want to get the best one, which is psionic, at least for our situation. Because then we can talk to the Shroud, you know, like, get, like, cool stuff with them. Artisan Troop, yes. When can I get my next ascension perk? Could go for Prosperity. Well, Harmony is nice as well. Reduces ship upkeep. Not that we need Bulwark of Harmony ever again. Okay. That is done. 88% war score. Let's send you over towards the next planets. And you can go towards their capital world. Okay, so the capital is going to get taken soon. The rest of the fleet are just floating around. Admiral gains trait. Now has a scout trait.
Division reports a new breakthrough.
Oh, nice. Okay, army health. Army damage. The armies are just becoming gene warriors. Indestructible gene warriors at this rate. Yeah. Their health is like ridiculous. 520 health is pretty insane. Come on, just let me win the war.
Ground forces are dropping on target. Construction complete.
Okay, just need one more world, and then we're done. Some small attack swarms in here. We'll just jump the Federation fleet on top of that. And the first armada, we can jump into here. That should be the last planet that we need. And then it is over. This is going to be a weird patchwork of planets as well, because it just randomly threw planets into the mix in terms of taking them. Okay, where are you? Ah, the best possible outcome, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Domination victory. How many episodes was this? This is probably one of the shortest campaigns I've ever done. Like, this is less than 30 episodes. Well, Domination Victory, the one above all, has won the game by owning 40% of all habitable planets. We were a direct democracy, egalitarians and xenophiles and materialistic. We never did anything about our weak-ass genetic mix-up. Military fleet-wise, we were pretty much eclipsing everybody. And we only had 19 pops, which was one of the smallest empires in the game, except for maybe the Awoken. The Holy Covenant, they only had like one world. The Gondorov Dynastic Union, which I've never heard of. Research-wise, we were literally twice as high as everybody else. Yeah, we were... That's insane. One planet, of course. Military fleets out of this world. And research. Yeah, that's... Not gonna lie. This was pretty crazy. The one above all... One of the strongest setups I've ever done in terms of this game when it comes to mechanical abuse, really. It's really fascinating to see how this all works. How we managed to get an empire off the ground so quickly and so precariously as well, because it's really difficult to keep control of everything when you're only literally running one planet. Tendrakian Empire, like, yo, you are a rival now. That's nice. You're a rival too. Good stuff. But anyway, this is gonna wrap up the one planet challenge. The one above all wins in this particular run through. I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time, take good care of yourselves and, as always, each other.